I'm proper and dignified? When? When was I proper and dignified?
All right. The other night at Delfino's, you were drunk, right?
Right, I was stoned.
There you are. I didn't know it until the morning. You're a funny kind of drunk. You just sat there looking unhappy and watching your coat.
I was watching my coat because I saw someone else watching my coat. Look, if you want, I'll get drunk for you sometime. I'll show you a slot, make a hair stand on end.
It isn't necessary.
Do you know when PJ Clark's last New Year's Eve, I punched out an old woman? Don't tell me about drunks.
All right, Paul.
When else? When else was I proper and dignified?
Always. You always dress right, you always look right, you always say the right things. You're very close to being perfect.
That's a rotten thing to say.
I've never seen you without a jacket. I always feel like such a slop compared to you. Before we were married, I was sure you slept with a tie.
No, just for very formal sleeps.
You can't even walk into a candy store and ask the lady for a Tootsie Roll. You've got to walk up to the counter and point at it and say, I'll have that thing in the brown and white wrapper.
That's ridiculous.
And you're not. That's just the trouble. Like Thursday night, you want to walk barefoot in the park with me. Why not?
Very simple answer. It was 17 degrees.
Exactly. You're very sensible and logical, except it's no fun.
You know what? Maybe I am too proper and dignified for you. Maybe you would have been happier with someone a little more colorful and flamboyant. Like the geek.
Well, he'd be a lot more loud than a stuffed shirt.
Okay, I'm not going to listen to this. I'm not going to listen to this. I've got a case in court in the morning.
Where are you going?
To sleep.
Now. You can't go to sleep now.
Why not? I'm going to shut my eyes and count Nietzsche's. Good night.
No, you can't go to sleep. We're having a fight.
You have the fight. When you're through, turn out the lights.
Ooh, that gets me insane. You can even control your emotions.
Look, I'm just as upset as you are, but when I get hungry, I eat. When I get tired, I sleep. You eat and sleep too, don't deny it. I've seen you do it many times.
Not in the middle of a crisis.
What crisis? We're just yelling a little.
You don't consider this a crisis. Our whole marriage hangs in the balance.
It does? When did that happen?
Just now. You know, it's suddenly very clear that you and I have absolutely nothing in common.
Why? Because I won't walk barefoot in the park in the winter? You haven't got a case, Corey. Cold feet? No. Adultery? Yes.
Don't oversimplify this. I'm angry. Can't you see that?
Corey, it's 2:15. If I can get to sleep in about half an hour, I can get about 5 hours sleep. I'll call you from work tomorrow and we can fight on the phone.
You will not go to sleep. You will stay here and you will fight to save our marriage.
If our marriage hinges on breathing fish balls and poofla-poo pie, it's not worth saving. I am now going to crawl into our tiny little single bed. If you care to join me, we'll be sleeping from left to right tonight.
You won't even discuss it. You're afraid to discuss it. I married a coward.
Corey, would you bring in a pail? The closet's dripping.
Ooh, I hate you. I hate you. I really, really hate you.
Corey, there's one thing I learned in court. Be careful when you're tired and angry. You might say something you will soon regret. I am now tired and angry.
And a coward.
And I will now say something I will soon regret. Okay, Corey, maybe you're right. Maybe we have nothing in common. Maybe we rushed into this marriage a little too fast. Maybe love isn't enough. Maybe two people need to get more than just a blood test. Maybe they need to be checked for common sense, understanding, and emotional maturity.
All right. Why don't you get it passed in the Supreme Court then? Only those couples bearing a letter from their psychiatrists proving they're well-adjusted will be permitted to be married.
You're impossible.
You're unbearable.
You belong in a nursery school.
It's a lot more fun than a home for the funny daddies.
Okay, Corey, let's not get...
Don't you touch me.
But...
I don't want you to hear me ever again.
Wait a minute, Corey.
No. I can't even look at you. I can't even be in the same room with you now.
Why?
I just can't, that's all. Not when you feel this way.
I feel what way?
The way you feel about me.
Corey, you're hysterical.
I am not hysterical. I know exactly what I'm saying. It's no good between us, Paul. It never will be again.
Holy cow.
I'm sorry. I don't want to cry.
Oh, cry. For Pete's sakes, go ahead and cry.
Don't tell me when to cry. I'll cry when I want to cry. And I'm not going to have my cry until you're out of this apartment.
What do you mean out of this apartment?
Well, you certainly don't think we're going to live here together, do you? After tonight?
Are you serious?